Welcome to episode 1 of Sunday Dinner with Stitch. I am super excited to get this series going because not only do I love to eat, but I love to cook for my loved ones, including all of you, my Ohana, okay? So, I was thinking, what should I do for my first dish? You know, what should be the start off for this new series? And one of my absolute favorite things to make, not only for myself, but for Cameron, he loves this, are my Korean short ribs, okay? Now, along with this, I've decided I'm gonna make some pork pan-fried pot stickers to go with this, okay? So I hope you are hungry, I hope you're excited, and I hope you have a glass of wine because it's time to put on your apron and let's cook with the Ohana. Cheers. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is get the marinade going, okay? So here I have about 1.5 pounds of the beef chuck short ribs. You can get these at any grocery store. And all I do is in a gallon Ziploc bag, put them in, and this is where these are gonna marinate over the next 24 hours. Now, you don't need to do a 24-hour marinade. I just personally believe that it's just seasoned better that way. Okay, you don't need it. You can do as little as 3 hours. It's really, you know, what time constraints you have, but I'm gonna do a 24-hour, okay? So here we have the short ribs in the gallon Ziploc. Along with this, we have our wet ingredients. Now this includes 3/4 cup of soy sauce. I'm using normal. You can use low sodium, whatever suits your dietary needs. We have a 1/2 cup of water and about 1 tablespoon of mirin. Now, mirin is a sweet white rice wine. It's super good. It's super it's very sweet. So a little bit goes a long way. You don't need a lot. So that's why you do 1 tablespoon to 3/4 of a cup of soy sauce. You pour that right in. See, there we go. Oh, I forgot to mention, in the wet, I also put a clove of garlic, okay? Minced garlic. Now, if you're like me, I like it to be a little bit more garlicky, so I did about 1.5 cloves of garlic, but really, it's up to your taste. Okay? We also want to cut an onion, okay? And we have an onion peeled, it's a white onion, and I quarter it. I put that in, okay? Starting to look good. And then finally, we have a 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Now that is going to help it caramelize on the short rib. So you get a really nice, crisp, not crispy, it's like a candied outer crunch. And then the inside is gonna be super moist and tender. And so here you have our marinade. You have the whole onion quartered. You have about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds of short ribs. You have the soy sauce, the mirin, the garlic, and the brown sugar. And all I'm gonna do is do a quick Ziploc to close it and kind of mix those flavors together. It's really mostly to get the brown sugar kind of all over everything and to get it mixed up in the liquid. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, we're gonna open it back up, do a quick smell because you know what? I love the smell of all these flavors together. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then I'm going to get as much of the air out as I can. Okay, and then this is going to be put in the refrigerator, and like I said, this is gonna marinate for about 24 hours, okay? So once this is done, we'll get going with the rest of it. So until then, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so the short ribs have been marinating now for 24 hours. I took them out of the refrigerator so they can get up to room temperature before I put them on the grill. So while we wait for that, let's get into the pot sticker mixture, okay? So you can see here's our bowl that we're gonna use to mix everything. We have 1 pound of ground pork. Ooh. Okay. We have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. We have 4 cloves of garlic that have been finely grated and mashed. And then we have 3 tablespoons of ginger. We have half a cup of finely diced green onions. And finally, we have 1.5 cup of shredded cabbage. Okay, so that all goes in together, and then we just kind of mix it up. Now, you can use a fork if you want to. I'm just gonna go in with my hands because it's just a little bit faster. And we're just gonna mix this up until everything is nice and compiled. Okay, so you can see there is our pot sticker mixture. That's our filling. It smells amazing. Oh man, you can really get the sesame oil and the soy sauce and all the delicious green onion flavoring. Okay, so these are our pot sticker wrappers. These are just basic wrappers you can buy at any grocery store. These are the square ones, but if you can find the circular ones, those are better, but these are just really easy to use. So let's go ahead and make a couple of these together so we can kind of show you what we're doing. Okay, so what you do is you get your pot sticker wrapper, you get a little bit of water, and you just wet the tip of your finger and just kind of wet the edges. And this is gonna act as like a glue, okay? What's gonna keep it combined and tight while it's cooking. And I have a little tablespoon thing here, and I'm just gonna get a little bit and put it right in the center. And then you can wrap these any way you want. Let's see, how do I wanna do this? I think maybe this might be a little bit too much. Let's kind of take a little bit out. Okay, and let's see, I'm gonna try and make them into a triangle. And then I'm going to start crimping them like you would see your normal pot stickers. Okay, so you can see it's not the most beautiful thing. I'm not an expert in any way, but as I get more done, you know, I'll kind of get the hang of it. And actually, you know what? I'm noticing that the top ones have a crease in, so I'm gonna turn the pile upside down and use the ones from the bottom because these are completely flat, okay? So again, not the most beautiful things, but you know what? They're gonna taste just like you would get at any Chinese restaurant or any Asian restaurant where you get these pot stickers. Okay, so I'm going to continue to make these and I will see you in a little bit with the full tray complete, okay? Okay, so here you see our folded and ready to cook pot stickers. You can see I got a little bit better as time went on. Found kind of my groove, and I got about 26 here. I do have some leftover meat. This is supposed to make around 36, but since it's just Cameron and me, sticking to 26, and then we can take some over to his family later. So these are ready to cook, but I'm gonna put these in the fridge for now until we get ready to do the grilling for the short ribs, okay? So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, in a frying pan, you add about a tablespoon of oil over medium-high heat, and you place between 6 and 7 pot stickers belly down so they can stand up. We'll do 6 for right now, and you're gonna let that cook for about 2 minutes, okay? After 2 minutes, you should have a nice golden brown underbelly. So what you're gonna do is very carefully add a little bit of water, and we're gonna steam this. So you need to be prepared with the cover, and I'm using a turkey baster. add the water, and you're gonna steam that for 3 minutes. Okay, once the 3 minutes is up, you're gonna remove the cover. You're gonna lower the heat to medium and let them cook another minute to 2 minutes. And you can see we have a nice crisp underbelly. We're gonna give it a little bit more time to cook, just to make it a little extra crispy on the bottom. And in fact, if you wanted to, you could even turn them to the side a little bit to get a little crunch on the side. And see how beautifully golden brown and crispy they look on the bottom. Let's give one side a little crispiness. Okay, we've got a couple minutes past. Let's see. So we got a little bit of color on that side, which is fine. We're not looking for super crispy. We're just looking for a little bit of crispness on that. But the bottoms are gonna be plenty crispy for us. So there we go. There are our pot stickers. Okay, and here are the finished pot stickers. Obviously, this is only 6 of them. I still need to make the rest. But for now, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go start the grill and get the short ribs going, okay? So I'll see you outside. Okay, so we got the grill going here. You can see the charcoal is now gray. It's mostly just embers. It's a nice high heat, which is exactly what we want. So we're gonna start to put our short ribs on. And this is what they look like after 24 hours of marinating. And there you go. Each side is gonna take about 3 to 4 minutes. You can see that beautiful caramelization from the brown sugar there. It smells phenomenal over here. Okay, so everything's done and it looks and smells delicious. So first off, I do want to show my cute little ramen bowl. This is what I'm going to be using to eat dinner tonight. But you can see it's got chopstick holders. I've got some white rice that I cooked. Now, a few tips for your rice when you cook it. I have a rice cooker, so it does everything for me. But 2 things I always do, thanks to Cameron. He showed me how to do rice properly. The first thing you want to do is always wash your rice, okay? So I bought this really cool little rice sifter kind of thing where you pour the rice in, you rinse it through it, and it lets all the water out without spilling all the rice all over the sink. So that's the first thing, is always rinse your rice, usually about 2 or 3 times, so it's not cloudy anymore. It's gonna make the flavor change completely. It's delicious, okay? And the second thing is, no matter how much rice you cook, just make sure you add enough water so the level of the water reaches about right here, that first little notch in your middle finger. As long as it reaches that notch, your rice is gonna cook perfect every single time. It's gonna be fluffy and delicious and great, okay? So that's my tips for white rice. So that is my white rice there, okay? So I also made a dipping sauce for my Potstickers, and this is just something I like personally. It's ponzu sauce, which is kind of like a soy sauce, but it's more citrusy. And then I add a little bit of sriracha for a little heat. So first thing, let's try a little bit of the Potsticker first. So here we have our Potsticker. Let me show you the pork inside. You can see there it kind of fell out, but there's the pork, perfectly cooked, delicious seasoning. Oh yeah. If you're a Potsticker fan, a dim sum fan, you're gonna love these, okay? Okay, now let's try a piece of the short rib. So I'm gonna use my fingers for this because who cares, right? So you can see beautifully cooked, nice caramelization right there. Oh, love these. Oh my gosh. It's like candy. It's so sweet from the brown sugar caramelizing on it, but it's got a nice savory flavor. Oh man. If you've never had Korean short ribs before, you gotta try this because yes, yes, yes. And what I really love about it is each piece has a bone, so you get that extra umami from the bone and the bone marrow coming out. It's like a delicious T-bone steak. It's so good. It's always better when the bone's cooked onto it. So I really hope you enjoyed the very first episode of Sunday Dinner with Ohana. I hope you enjoyed all the recipes and how it looked, and I'm telling you, it's gonna taste fantastic. But now it's time for me to enjoy Sunday dinner with my husband, Cameron. But before we go, you know what? We had some Korean barbecue. We had some Chinese Potstickers. Let's have a little sake. You know, let's travel all over Asia tonight with the little sake shot. And let's say, kanpai. Oh, it all works together. It all works together, Ohana. Okay, that is it for me today. If you like this video, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment below, letting me know what you thought of this recipe. Again, the whole recipe will be in the description below, so you can check it out and try it for yourself. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel and joining the Ohana. We do a lot of fun stuff on this channel, from cooking videos, reviews, box swaps, and unboxings, wishables, pins, and everything else under the Disney, Harry Potter, and now food sun. Also, make sure you hit that bell notification so you can be notified when I upload more magical content just like this. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. I hope you try this recipe soon. And if you do, please, please, please post it on Instagram and make sure you tag me because I want to see how your dinner came out, okay? Have a fantastic rest of your night, and I will talk to you next time with another new video. But until then, always, always, always remember that we are Ohana, and Ohana means family. Bye.